I look kind of crazy and I'm probably hard to hear, but I am off to the grocery store and I'm debating if I'm gonna go hoodless, so like my hair's showing and I look somewhat less crazy, or if I wanna go full out hazmat suit and go like this and be completely covered raincoat style. And maybe keep a little bit of my hair out. Like, how stupid does that look? I am back from the grocery store. I decided to go hoodless because it was a little too hot and foggy in there. And I am all back. Everything is cleaned up, like my hands, all my groceries. I probably looked crazy, but I just loaded everything into the cart at the grocery store and I loaded everything in there. Then I loaded on the conveyor belt because that's a lot of groceries, so it would have taken me way too long to bag there. So that is what I did, is I just loaded all onto the conveyor belt. He rang everything up, was somewhat surprised by the total, not completely, and then I put everything back in the cart. And then when I got to my car, this is what I did. I took my wipes, so I had some wipes that I actually got before all this madness, and I took the wipes, I wiped down my hands, the front of my jacket, I wiped down my cards, I wiped down everything. And then I wiped down my car so I could open up the trunk. And then what I did is I took I probably look crazy to anybody in the parking lot, but I do not care. My safety is more important than looking crazy. And so I took every single item one at a time and I wiped it off with the wipe, put it in my trunk, wiped it off, put it in my trunk, wiped it off, put it in my trunk, you know, kept going. And every so often I would switch to a new wipe just to make sure it was still clean. And then I bagged everything in the bags that you see over there so to make it easier to bring up to my apartment so I could make it in one trip, which I did. If you want to guess my total, feel free to guess it. You can always like message me at Instagram at Tori Zienka or Crazy Family First. If you ever have any questions or you want to talk about anything, or if you want to make a guess in the grocery haul, you can do it there or comment down below your guess. It's a lot of money. For me anyway, and it feels so good to have this off. Like, I don't know how people wear regular masks that hurt your ears a lot more on a regular basis during all this madness, but that is probably the least of their problems. And one thing I did do though is I did break a nail bringing in my groceries into my car because I got some soda and I nicked the nail. So before we even start, I am going to glue that back on so I have prettier nails for you during this haul. Probably silly, but I have the nail. Now, before I put all this away, I'm actually gonna unload it onto my table here just to kind of like sort it all out and figure out where I'm gonna put everything. And I'll just watch some videos while I do it. And if you're curious, yes, if I've showed you guys this, I'm not sure if I have yet. The bird is still out on the balcony happy. So let's go see her. See the little birdie in her nest. Birdie. I am partway through unloading everything onto the table here, but I decided I need a little treat while I do this. So I'm debating between opening up the root beer, the lemonade, or the Truly. So the debate is real. I think I'm gonna go with the lemonade for now, just because I'm not looking for something too soda-y. So it is just some light lemonade. I don't know if anybody ever has a struggle, whether you're a vlogger or you're on your phone or whatever, but you hold your phone with your main hand and then you want to do something else and you want to use the hand that's holding the phone or the camera. That was me right now, debating if I was going to put my camera in my dominant hand or my drink in my dominant hand. But, so good to take a lemonade break while doing this. So much groceries. Haul time! So let me show you everything I got, but first, obviously, I got the Minute Maid light lemonade that I told you about. It's only 5 calories, which I'm not sure if that's even a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm drinking it while I'm doing this. So I don't know where you want to start, but I have everything spread out across here, spread out across the table back there. Starting out, I got some roasted garlic dip and spread. What I wanted to get was garlic aioli by this, I think, Kraft, but they didn't have any more. So I got this roasted garlic dip. Hope it tastes pretty similar. I got some hickory smoked barbecue. I got 2 dressings. I got sesame ginger by Lighthouse. And then I got Parmesan Caesar. I got a wine, which I've never tried before, but every person on YouTube is drinking it right now. And that is the Barefoot wine. Over here, going into the box section, I got a ton of Jiffy cornbread. And that's because I had to buy this stupid box of overpriced corn muffins when all this was going on because they didn't have any more Jiffy left. So I decided to get a bunch of it just to stock up, not just for this quarantine, but in general. So I got 6 boxes. Is it 6? Yeah, I think like 6 boxes of Jiffy here. Actually went back into the store for hot dog buns, and when I was getting hot dog buns, this was on the other side and I was tempted. So I got some berry blue Jell-O, and then I got 2 things of vanilla pudding. They're the not cooked kind, so you can do it in 5 minutes. You don't have to cook it on the stove, which makes it so much easier. Over here is kind of going into the snack stuff. So I got 2 things of Triscuits. I was gonna get a heck of a lot more, and then I decided not to because I didn't want to be super unhealthy. And I got Triscuits roasted garlic. Ooh. And I got Triscuits dill, sea salt, and olive oil. And then I gave up getting more Triscuits to be able to get my chips. So I got jalapeno kettle chips, and then I got the regular sea salt kettle chips. And these chips were actually, even though the bigger bags were on sale, for the actual amount you get, it was cheaper to get the smaller ones. And then over here, in addition to the wine for alcohol, I got some Truly. I haven't tried these flavors, but I tried one of them not that long ago at a work event, and I liked it, and so I thought I would try some other flavors. And so that's what I got there. I got the hot dog buns I went back for because I am so craving just making some hot dogs, putting some ketchup on them, because I think I'm craving like a pool party that I can't have. And let me switch back over to the other side to be able to show you easier. I got some wings, so I got the boneless applewood barbecue wings from Foster Farms. I don't know how good they're gonna be, but I just had a bunch of Buffalo Wild Wings, and instead of ordering more of that, which I actually don't know if that's cheaper or this is cheaper, but I thought this would be an easy snack to have, in addition to probably some chips with it. I got a bunch of cheeses. So I got a block of Colby Jack cheese, a block of Monterey Jack cheese, a block of pepper jack cheese to obviously have with the Triscuits. Now I'm kind of wishing I got more Triscuits. I realized I got a crap ton of cheese, like a ton of cheese. So I guess I can have the cheese with other stuff. And then I got shredded cheese and another thing of shredded cheese. I got some French fries. These are the roasted red skin potatoes. So they're just kind of cut up. They're great in the oven. I actually love these things. So I got 3 bags of those, and then I have a half bag in my freezer right now. And they'll be good to sometimes have like the cheese on top of the fries, or once in a while have cheese on top of the potatoes. I actually don't eat the cheese that much, but it lasts for a while. Well, that much in my standards of lately because I've been cutting down, but I actually do eat a lot of cheese compared to other people. I got some things of hard salami to snack on, so I got 2 of them. I have them to snack on and to also have with Triscuits and cheese. I got 4 things of pineapple chunks to have on top of things and in general just to eat out of the can because I like pineapple. And I got 2 things of these. I got the beef hot links, so they look like this. They're from Hillshire Farms. They're just beef hot links. I was going to get the hotter ones and the ones with cheese, but they actually only had these left in the store, so I just got 2 of the same ones. I got some sponges because I needed more because the only one I have in the kitchen is really gross. And then this isn't food either, but I got a giant thing of Drano. And that's because my shower is filling up with water because there's hair stuck down there. So we're gonna hope this works. It's a giant one, but I got it anyway. And then that actually tells me a funny story with the Drano actually is I was in the grocery store calling my mom being like, what's the best option? Like they only have giant things of Drano. Mom was kind of talking about it and then said Drano's probably the best option. You'll just be able to use it, you know, the next time it happens again. And Mom was like, it's bound to happen. You have a ton of hair. Just get the big container of it and you'll be able to use it for the next time. And it was funny because I said in the grocery store something like, I'd love to just buy it from Target and like save money and stuff or buy it online, but then I was like, but I kind of want to shower tonight. And then this guy that was in the aisle with me, he's like, understand, he did like a understandable type of vibe, like he was just like, I could get that. He's like, and then he said something like reasonable. And so I was just so funny, so I was like, I guess I'll get it as I'm on the phone with my mom. And the guy's like, good choice. I don't know why it was just so funny in the moment because a lot of people aren't talking in the grocery store. They're kind of keeping themselves like they're supposed to. But then I saw this guy help an elderly lady get something off of a top shelf, and then the joking between me and that guy was just made it, I don't know, feel a little bit less apocalyptic. And so I enjoyed his, I know I'm talking about a little bit too much, but you had to be there to witness me saying the whole, kind of want to take a shower tonight. And then the guy being like, understandable. And they said something like understandable and reasonable. Me still having my Christmas decorations up, on the other hand, probably not reasonable. but I still have them up, so deal with it, folks. And let's continue on with the haul. Okay, so back to food and drink items. I got 2 bags of potatoes. I love these potatoes. They're the white ones or the red ones, or I should say the gold ones or the other ones, but I decided to get the gold ones because these ones are the red skinned ones. So I was like, oh, I'll get 2 bags of golds. And then I was gonna get 2 things of mashed potatoes, but I kind of forgot about them while I was in there. Then by the time I remembered, I was all the way in like the other side of the store and I don't want to go back. So either way, I didn't get mashed potatoes, but potatoes and potatoes like this will be great. And then also, did I show the pasta? I don't think I even showed the pasta. I totally missed that. So there was a few things of pasta left. I basically got the last pasta in the store. And that was some shells right here. I was so happy there was only 1 box of shells left. There was a few boxes of these left, which I don't like these as much. And that is the elbow macaronis. Not as big of a fan, but I wanted pasta. So I got 2 of those and the only shells they had. And I didn't get pasta sauce because I either usually just like make my own pasta sauce with some cheese, just like a little bit of cheese or something in oil, or I do balsamic on it, or I do have some, I forgot what it's called, but either way, I make it do because I'm trying to be a little bit healthier and not have all the pasta as I have all these snacks. But the last thing over here on this table is the lemonade. So like I said, it's just a box of light lemonade. I got some root beer. I really wanted, really wanted some brisk, but they didn't have any brisk. They didn't even have like a section for it to have run out. It was just none left. So instead of getting brisk, I got lemonade, which I wouldn't normally get canned lemonade like this. I like brisk so much better, or just doing the powder kind. But I want something in the can that I could just keep in the mini fridge easy. So I got this instead of brisk. And then I got root beer. Because again, I don't normally have soda-y type stuff in my house. I normally just have like brisk or lemonade, once in a while Mountain Dew. But I was kind of in a treaty mood because I can't go out and do fun things, so I might as well have soda to drink and alcohol to drink, just because, you know, you can't go out, so you might as well have some drinks and some snacks. And then over here on this table is the last of it. This is my fresh food table. I got the 50-50 blend of salad mix so that I could have some salads on the side of things and also, you know, have them in wraps and use my rice paper to make it. And that's also why I got more dressing to have with this. I got a bunch of frozen peas. Let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I got 2 bags of frozen corn. I got 3 things of asparagus. I love asparagus. They were on sale, not like crazy sale, but a good sale. And at first I thought I couldn't buy any because the only ones they had were the really thick ones, and I don't like those. But then I found another table of asparagus and they had the thin ones. So I got 3 things of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cucumbers to cut up in with my wraps and just to have by themselves with salt. I got 4 things of onions. Got some more green onions. I grow my own, but I like to every so often get more to use them off of this thing and to plant the bottoms to expand on my plant. I got a bunch of broccoli. So if you see here, I got all this broccoli here. I got 4 heads of broccoli, and then I got 1 thing, which is 2 of them, of the ones that have the full stem. These are a lot cheaper, but I don't use much of the stem or really like it at all, but these are more expensive, so I got some of those and most of these because I like mostly the heads of them. And I figure I'm probably not going to finish all this broccoli and all this asparagus before it goes bad, so I'll probably freeze some of it. It's still cheaper than buying the frozen kind because a lot of times in the frozen kind, all it is a lot of the base, which I don't eat as much, so it's still cheaper for me to buy it fresh. I got a few things of tomatoes. I actually got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like I got 7 of them. Was that right? 7 tomatoes. So I like to cut those up and have them in salads, wraps, pastas. And that is everything. This is the fresh veggie table. Over here is all of the snacks, frozen goods, cheeses, non-food stuff. And I have my bags that I used over here. Just gonna bring this one back into my room, and these just go back into the closet here, which I took over this closet to put like random stuff. Hey guys. So this is my randomness closet of old Fitum stuff. Just try to get all this frozen stuff away. Here we go. I cleared out some room the other day so that I would be able to get all this stuff in here. I got everything on my side. I have the wings here, the fries, the stacks of potatoes, the open potatoes I had, my ribs are there from before, and then I stacked up all the veggies here. I have all the peas on the left side and underneath, and just the 3 things of corn on top, 2 that I bought and the one that was already open, and some chicken that I had left over. The rest of the stuff is just stuff I had previously. So here is all of my asparagus. I've started putting it into my cups. So usually I'll try to put them in a clear jar so I can know how much water is left in it. And I put them all in there so that they mostly reach the water, and I will fill it up with water to about here, and then I will cover them on top and put them in the fridge. I find this way they keep the longest, because if I just leave them like flat, no water and stuff like that, they go bad so quickly. And this is similar to the grocery store. If you see them in that flat tray, it usually has a collection of water in it, and they water them regularly in the grocery store, which is why they last longer. And so I try to do a similar concept in my fridge, but I will show you what I have done so far in the fridge. I have got most of the stuff in there. So here is the beautiful, beautiful drawer. Like, it's great. So I have some bread back there that I'm surprised has not gone bad yet, just some cinnamon bread. I end up eating some and never finishing like the whole thing because I only want like a piece or 2, and you know, you have to buy the whole loaf if you're gonna do it that way. And so I have those there. I have the 2 things of cheese. I have one that's going in my mini fridge, so that's why there's only 2 here. 1 thing of the salami, the other one's going in the mini fridge, and then I have my cheeses that were already there, the new bags of cheeses. I line the cucumbers all the way back so they're easy to grab. Same thing with the onions. You can grab one and they're just stacked to the back. Tomatoes in the front, and then broccoli in the back. It goes all the way back there. Like, I can't even pull the drawer out all the way with how much broccoli is in there. Gonna throw the asparagus in the door right here, which means I'll probably have to move some stuff around to fit it. So there we go. I have almost a whole entire shelf of asparagus. I know it's a lot. I have 3 glass containers in the front and 2 plastic in the back. They hold a little bit more. And I have a plastic bag to put over it. I definitely will not eat all this in time before it goes bad, which is why as I start to eat and figure out how much I'm gonna eat and not eat, I'll figure out how much I'm going to freeze and look up the best way to freeze them. So I'll just put the bag over them. I don't normally use plastic bags like this at the grocery store, but I'll get at least one to cover up my asparagus. So this time I just put the tomatoes in that, and then we're using the bag for this step right here, just covering the whole entire thing. I have got all my asparagus covered in their glass jars with water, and whenever I want some, I'll just lift up the bag and pull them out, being very careful not to pull off the tops of them. But overall, that is everything in the fridge put away. The only thing left is non-fridge stuff, which I'll show you what I have left. So what I have left is this stuff right here, which is just gonna go into my cabinets in random spots, maybe some stuff in my room, probably like the snackier thing straight into my room. And then the green onions, I am gonna cut off the bottoms and plant them, and then just package the rest. I totally forgot to give you the total of all the groceries yesterday while I was unloading everything. So my total was $212.07, and that was from Ralph's. I live in more of a city type area, so the groceries are a lot more expensive than they might be somewhere else. But overall, I got a lot for my money, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I really appreciate you sticking it till the end, and I'd also appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button down below. And join the crazy fam if you haven't already, and I will see you in one day. Yes, one day with a new video, including probably some cooking with me and some tips and advice on what to do since your loan payments are stopping, and a bunch of different stuff, and stock market. And we're about to get crazy on the adulting videos and the entertainment because I'm stuck at home, so I am here to entertain you and keep myself sane. And since I'm uploading every other day, my view count is gonna go really down, so I would really appreciate it if you watch some of my other videos. And have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you. See you soon, crazy fam.